And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask. We've got an amazing episode lined up for you. You're going to love all the places that we got to explore. Want to thank Prosser Career and Education Center for making this broadcast possible. Do want to remind you, Prosser is a great choice for extending education if you're an adult, or say you're a student and you're looking for more hands-on experience, whether it's welding, construction trades, graphic design, cosmetology, nursing, whatever you're looking for, Prosser has a program for you. And many kids love their starting salaries when they finish Prosser. So they're kind of killing two birds with one stone, getting high school as well as starting out on their new life all out of the way at one time. Hey, we have a fun show lined up. Thanks to Sean Hildreth, our producer, for making all that fun possible. And we're going to love diving into Hoosier Hustle, Hoosier Happenings, Hoosier Good News as well. We're calling that Hoosier Heart now. It might take me like forever to get that through my head, as well as Hoosier Homestead. So do keep it right here. And you can, of course, find us at southernindiananow.com. And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and we're here with Debbie at Lost River Deli and Co-op, located in Paoli, which is in Orange County, part of our Hoosier Homestead. And we wanted to feature Debbie at Lost River for that because we love our food in Southern Indiana. It's pretty close to our hearts for culture. We like to know how other people make it. We want to know all the secrets, and we want to know how to get it fresh. Debbie, that's what Lost River is all about. So let's talk about, you have a very unique concept here. It's a market and a deli, and you have some other pieces. So let's talk about all things that people will experience when they visit Lost River.
Okay, we are a grocery store. We are 17 years old. But we did close down for 3 months 2 years ago to remodel and reshift the formula of this. So we have fewer packaged goods, but all of our produce is local in season. Our meat is all local, and we have local ice cream, which is huge. So most of this outlying area is local in nature. We have a huge bulk food area as well as spices that you can't really get anywhere else that arranged.
Yeah, I was looking at that. There's an amazing selection.
Some of these are things that we dry ourselves as well from local products. But then when we reopened, we actually doubled the size of our kitchen and our food service. So we're calling it a cafe now. And we have grab and go items, but we have hot soups made here on premises, all local products if we can get them. And salad bar, and we have hot bar 3 days a week.
All right.
Gabe just makes what he wants.
Yes, I saw that you have some fresh foods, fresh soups and fruit and everything. So what kind of soups are on for today?
We have beef stew, which is incredible, and then one of the tried and true ones, cheddar broccoli soup.
Okay.
But we always have 2, and they're in the cold case if there's anything left. Cold case, our meals are in the cold case as well, sandwiches. And we have the very best baker around.
Okay.
She bakes on Mondays. And she makes, we have a total array of poke cakes. We're on a poke cake kick. And then we also have a cookie and bread baker as well.
So if I'm going to come in and get one thing that's, definitely on the sugar side, what is the one thing I must try?
The poke cake.
The poke cake.
Yeah,
okay.
Today we have the decadent poke cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
We're creating a Paoli poke cake for the fall festival.
I love that. That's super fun. All right, so let's also talk about on the co-op side, what does it mean to be a co-op and how can people get connected with you on that?
Cooperatives are a business model, so members own the co-op. There is no corporate structure than that. When we first started, the real conversation we were having is we're not a corporation, so any money that you spend here, that we spend with vendors, is pretty much local money. And so that's a huge impact rather than having your money go to other corporate headquarters. But the members also own the co-op. So right now we have 1,320 members, and they get to vote for the board of directors. There's other things that they get to decide, and there are some member benefits, but the biggest benefit is that their membership allows the store and the co-op and the cafe and our other products to exist.
And you do fresh food delivery too, right?
We do. We did a lot of that during COVID. Now we have it way more formalized. We have meal kit programs, so I'll launch into our other products. We have meal kit programs that we do with partners like Purdue Extension or Hoosier Uplands. They can get meal kits through that if they go to the class. We have produce bags for targeted audiences like the elderly and some assisted living places. So right now it's more within those partnerships. During COVID, we would drive anywhere, give food.
Yeah.
We also have a program, though, it's called Bag of Basics, that came out of our COVID years. We have a lot of people who donate money to us for food for those in need. Right now we have a system of what we call tips, but all those tips go to fund the Bag of Basics. So we have vouchers that people can take. We have a series of partners who distribute those vouchers so people can come and get food. It's Team OC, it's the clinic, Southern Indiana Community Healthcare, it's WIC office, Safe Haven, Grace Haven, and they can come in and get a $25 shopping spree.
All right, so much things to do here at Lost River, and you definitely want to make sure this is part of your stop in Orange County. For Southern Indiana Now, along with Debbie, I'm Kelly Trask.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now, and we are one of the coolest places in Southern Indiana. I'm hanging out right now with Keith and Sherry Maynard with AES, Automotive Equipment Specialist, and they're located in Seymour, Indiana. Super excited to be here because, as you can see, this is the mechanic's mechanic. This is, I'm going to say it's the man's dream world shop. So you guys do everything here. Keith, tell me a little bit about what AES is, what you offer, and we'll talk about the heart behind it.
Anything they work on your car with, we sell and service. If you've got a garage, we've got the equipment. Or, like I said, we do service.
Or if you want a garage.
Or if you want a garage. You want to build a garage, you know, we'll take a dealership from the cradle to the grave. Anything they want to put in, all and everything we sell and service.
Okay, so let's talk about the homeowner, the guy that wants to put, you know, kind of a lift or something like that in his barn or garage.
We sell a lot of lifts. We offer a Challenger lift made down in Louisville. We don't sell the off-brand stuff because of the safety issues.
Safety's kind of a big deal.
We're also authorized service centers and ALI certified for lifts, which is very important when you're installing them and keeping them maintained. We do maintenance as far as PMing, air conditioning machines, lifts, air compressors, pressure washers. We sell and service all of it.
Yeah, speaking of service, I know hydraulic hoses and hoses are big business for you. You guys can get people, and that's the last thing a business owner wants when they're out in the field or something breaks and they have to have that downtime. They don't have to have that anymore because you guys can help, right?
Sure. We also have, speaking of hose shops, we also have 24-hour service. And there's no extra charge if we come in late or on a Sunday or whatever. It's just whatever the hose is. I feel like if a guy's down and he needs it that bad, I'm not going to add insult to injury and charge more.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible. And let's talk about the ag world too. That's something else, another type of business you can help.
We do a lot of work with farmers. As you see, chemicals,
any
kind, degreasers, wash and wax, floor cleaner. We've got that, all those bases covered also.
So tell me a little bit about how this got started. I know you and Sherry have poured your life into this business. So let's talk about what this is. I know it's a family business and how you guys crafted this from, I don't know if people remember what the building looked like before, but it did not look like this.
No, it was pretty trashed. It was one phone call from being tore down when we bought it. I started in 1980 as a Snap-on tool dealer up in Columbus, and I did pretty good at that. I did very well, and I quit there, quit Snap-on, sold out my business, and came to work at Hoosier Parts, who used to be in this building. And I was here selling equipment for almost 8 years. And that's where I met Jerry, our general manager. And Sherry came along,
2014.
2014. Her and I got together, and it's grown from there. And it's
well, they always say behind every good man.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody can see I'm married up.
I love it. Well, I love how you've grown, and I've loved watching that. And especially if someone's needing, and from just the average consumer coming in, cleaners, pressure washers, all that fun stuff, to the guy that's running a multi-bay dealership.
Right. We do a lot of lifts for homeowners. We started to touch on a while ago. we've got like the enthusiast lift, which means you can park another car underneath the lift. We've got those to offer for homeowners. Plus 10,000 pound two posts is the most common. We sell one for homeowners also.
And let's talk about where you go in Southern Indiana. I know your service range is quite large.
We try to cover, the Heart is probably 50-mile radius around Seymour, but we go to Cincinnati. We've got a really good customer at Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. We go into Evansville, Vincennes.
We've been to Florida.
We've been to
Okay.
Florida.
That's an
We put
expensive
for
bill,
a buy rider. We put,
If you ever need anybody to go along with you on
right.
that, just let me know. I'm a really good delivery person.
you'll cover the beach.
That's right. Got the beach covered. I'm not going to install the lifts, but yeah, I'll get it there.
Yeah, you've got to pay us to get there, but if you want me there, we'll be there.
Yeah, well, when you want the best. Because when it comes to safety, really money shouldn't be a part of the factor.
You know, between me and our 12 employees, there's about 200 years of experience in the automotive equipment business.
Yeah. All right. So in that, tell me when your hours are open and where they can find you online.
Well, our door says 7:30 to 5, but normally most days we're open at 7. And when I get here, I open up the place, turn on the lights, the open signs, or when Jerry gets here, whoever. We're not one of those companies that are going to leave you standing outside waiting until 7:30.
Yeah.
We open the door and we'll stay as late as we need to.
Okay.
If we've had a lot of people call us and say, hey, I'm on my way. I'm probably going to be 15 minutes late. It's what we do. We stay.
love that.
We're in the service business. Sales is a bonus. That's what I tell the guys all the time. We are in the service business, and that means taking care of the customer.
All right, fantastic. Well, do check them out, AES Automotive Equipment Specialist. Anything that you need for your shop, or you're building one, or you're maintaining one, or you just want to play with some fun compressors, pressure washers, lifts, all the things, it's here for you at AES. I'm Kelly Trask.
Wherever you go, our stations have your music, local news, local sports, and local weather covered. 95.3 WUME brings you today's best hits, along with Paoli Sports, local news, and weather. 98.7 WSCZ plays the timeless favorites from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as well as local weather and Orleans High School sports. And 96.9 WKLO keeps it country with all your favorite classic country hits, plus Corridon and North Harrison High School sports, as well as local news and weather. Your soundtrack for Southern Indiana is found on 95.3 WUME, 98.7 WSEZ, and 96.9 WKLO.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask. Hey, thanks for joining us each and every week. We're so excited to have Dr. Andy Nick with us from Schneck, but he is in our studio in a different capacity today, talking with us about a big event happening with the swim club, and it's going to be super fun. And tell us what it's called.
So it's called More Wrinkles, SEEMORE. It's an adult swim meet, but it's open to anyone who wants to swim. We're going to have several events, some of which are fun, silly events, and some of which are serious for the competitors.
I love it. So see More Wrinkles. I love this event. This sounds super fun. Tell us when it's going to be and how people can get signed up.
So it's September 27th. During the daytime, it starts at 10 a.m. It's expecting to last about 2 or 3 hours. We'll have Humble Joe's and another food truck there and some other sellers. You can go to the Facebook website. It's search SEEMORE,
Right.
See More Wrinkles.
Yeah.
And there's a Google form on there where you can sign up and enter your contact information, and I will reach out to you, or our team will reach out to you and see which events you want to sign up for.
Okay, so what are some of the top events? I know our own producer, Sean Hildreth, is going to be in this. So let's talk about some of the top events and what are the age ranges?
So the serious events are a relay, medley relay, and freestyle relay. I'm envisioning some teams are going to sign up for this. Some family teams are going to sign up for this. And I'm expecting those to be competitive.
Yeah.
There's also a 50-yard event for each stroke. And then the sillier events are things like wear a wig, swim with a wig, hand off the wig to the next relay person. or wear a sweatshirt and swim down and then give the sweatshirt to the next person, we'll also have a cannonball contest.
Yeah, I think that's what Sean's going to do. So if you want to come out and watch Sean do a cannonball, I think I might actually want you to do that. I'll watch him for sure. So it's open to families, no age limit on that. So anybody who wants to come?
No age limit. Anybody who wants to come and donate some money for a good cause, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so you are raising money. Tell us a little bit about the cause it's going to and how people can maybe donate on the side if they can't swim or just want to support it.
Gotcha. You can navigate to the Facebook page that we mentioned to make a donation. Also, there's a donation to be entered in the event. It's $10 for a single event and $20 for a relay. And all of that money is going to go towards the a new scoreboard that we need at the Seymour High School pool.
Yeah. All right. I love it. Well, being creative, coming up with some fun stuff. Can they sign up the day of, or do they need to get their registrations in ahead of time?
We'd be happy to have anybody sign up at any time up till the event goes off.
All right. So just get creative and plan on getting wet that day, right?
Correct.
Because wrinkles is what's going to happen. I love it. Yeah, I love that. That's super fun. All right. So check out their Facebook page if you'd like more information about More Wrinkles event coming up on September 27th. And that's going to be held at?
That's at the Seymour High School pool.
Okay.
Yep.
Seymour High School pool. So you can get connected with that. We'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
And we're back on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask, and we have the pleasure of introducing our next segment called Hoosier Heart. And of course, we're featuring all the good news in Southern Indiana. And want to thank Sean Hildreth for being our producer today. I want to slide that in there. And I also want to thank Tim for joining us with the Medora Brick Plant. Medora is located in Jackson County, and some people think a brick plant. I didn't know there was a brick plant there. So let's talk about the history of the brick plant and why we're taking these steps to redo it. And let's talk about all those fun things.
All right. Well, thanks, Kelly. The Medora Brick Plant was started in actually 1904. They started selling shares and stocks and organizing. And in 1906, they made their first batch of bricks. They make, it was old style, and the old style antique beehive kilns, we like to call them now. So it's done the old fashioned way, and it was in business from 1906 until 1992 when it shut down. It was like a perfect storm of EPA regulations with the coal and all that, and an accident that happened out there. But it shut down in 1992, and it sat there empty until 2016 when Troy Darkus, the owner at the time, had bought the property through auction after it shut down. And Troy Darkus put an ad in the Tribune, the Seymour Tribune, asking for a local group that would be willing to go out there and do some cleanup in hopes of proving to him we were serious. Mm-hmm. And so we got 501c3'd up, and we started having some community cleanups. And we've been at it for almost 10 years now.
Wow. That's quite a story. So let's talk about just how brick making has changed. I mean, let's just do a sideways dive into that. I mean, because they started out one way, they didn't make it the same way in 1992, I'm sure, or did they?
Well, they still did a few places.
Okay.
There was actually, I believe, Cayuga, Indiana, is just up north of here, a little bit east. And they actually was in business, I think, till the early 2000s. But 1992, with industrialization of the brick production, going into factories, if you will, and contained kilns and stuff, they're just not made the way they used to be made. There's not as much manual labor. You wheeled a wheelbarrow full of bricks down out there. Them kilns got it, even when they were cooled down and you were going in there and getting the bricks out when they were done baking, it'd be like 180 degrees in them kilns.
Right.
And around the kilns, it would even be like 120 to 150 degrees on a warm day in the summer. So it was just very, very labor intense. It involved the railroad. So the brick plant, it employed about 50 people at any given time. And most of them, all them people were for Jackson County, and most of them were close to Medora. So with a town or community of 600 people, that was a lot of families that were connected to that brick plant. And over that many years, there's just been that much more families that's connected. It's hard to find anybody in Medora or Jackson County, for that matter, that doesn't know somebody, had a grandfather or a great uncle or something that worked at the brick plant. And most of them's got some really... There's a lot of folk stories, about the brick plant. And there was just a lot of history there.
Yeah.
And we grabbed a hold of it. We got it we got incorporated. We got the property actually. Troy Darkus from Washington County actually gave us the property, deeded it over to us. So now we're the watchdogs, the Medora Brick Plant and Historical Sites. We are the watchdogs, and we're the caretakers, but it's community owned. It's owned by Jackson County.
I love that. Well, and you mentioned that there was some good lore and stories. So you have one favorite that comes to mind?
I have several, and a few of them I can't talk about.
What about one you can? Is there a good story that you can talk about?
Well, I will say this. I'll just say this. There was a double cedar outhouse. There was a shower house out there, a room built onto what we're fixing in the process of making a museum. Out the back door of the shower house, there was a double cedar toilet. So there's some weird stories about, going in there and it being dark. And one story was there was a woman that helped out there once in a while, and she said, "Hi, Joe," or whatever.
Oh, okay. So this is good, like Halloween stuff.
The double cedar outhouse ain't there anymore, but we did save the seat and stuff, and we plan on making it part of the shower house.
Yeah, we don't want to make any women ghost mad. That's true. Okay, that's funny.
But look, there's pictures, some more wholesome stuff, I'll tell you. We found an old picture, and this is how, what we don't have a lot of anymore. There's an old picture where they've got a whole meal spread out in the maintenance room on work benches and whatever, makeshift tables. And they're all smiling or in line or getting their food. It looks like a family reunion, and this is how that place just was. And I got to mention Bernard Gray for a minute. Bernard Gray passed away about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Him and his wife, Colleen, are both gone now. Really good Pentecostal, down salt of the earth. Bernard worked there for 47 years.
Wow.
When he started working there, his father was the superintendent or the plant manager of the place. The last 37 years, Bernard, that it was open, Bernard was the superintendent. So he worked there 47 years, ran the place for the last 37 years it was open. The Robertsons were a big part of the brick plant. They bought in with the shale company in Brownstown, and getting a contract with Purdue and Robertsons and Hellers, jumping in there and getting it kept going. So anyway, Joe Robertson, everybody knows him. He donated the 2 desks that were in the office, and he donated the one back to us that Bernard Gray sat in for all them years, across from Heller, who Mr. Heller was a co-owner with the Robertsons and more hands-on. And we got that back in there, and we got a picture of Bernard sitting at that desk and Colleen standing behind him with her hand on his shoulder, and pictures of us with the group out front. But that's what it's all about to us. Yeah. It's a labor of love. It really is.
Well, speaking of, you guys have a big event coming up. Let's tell everybody about that and how they can participate.
Our biggest fundraiser of the year is Kilnfest. So this is Kilnfest 25. This will be our 6th one. I feel like we're just now starting to grab some momentum and get some buzz after 5 years. And we got a lot of things coming together this year that just make us real happy. We have Daryl Robinson's going to be there. He's one of the members of Dark Hollow Duo. They'll be playing live on stage. By the way, we have music from noon to midnight. We'll have something going on the stage. It's heavily a lot of music.
And what
laden.
date is this again?
It's September 20th. So we skip a Saturday and then we're there. The
Yeah.
Saturday after this coming. And so it's coming right up on us.
All right. And of course, is it a free event to attend?
Absolutely free parking. We encourage everybody to bring your coolers, bring your lawn chairs. If there's any chance of rain, you can bring a little canopy and set it up. And just camp out for the day, enjoy the festivities, the food, kiddie games. We got a whole kiddie carnival this year. We've got a bouncy house. We're going to have face painting. We got, I think, 5 or 6 games. We got pop a balloon and pick up ducks. I believe there's a ring toss, a lollipop ring toss. So you get the lollipop and maybe a prize lollipop.
All right. Well, I'm here for that. All
Yeah.
right. Going to be a great time. Definitely. You want to check out the Medora Brick Plant. If someone's listening and they want to just find out more about the history, what can they look you up online?
Yeah, you can go to our Facebook page, Medora Brick Plant and Historical Sites, Inc. And there's actually a guy that started doing the history and got a state historical marker put down at the bank in town back in about 1997. The marker's still there in town. And he actually has a website. It's medorabrickplant.org.
All right, fantastic.
That you can find online. You get a lot of the history off of that. And if you go to our Facebook, you get a lot of what's going on and what the group's up to.
The today stuff. Got it. All right, we'll be back right here on Southern Indiana Now. I'm Kelly Trask. And that's a wrap for Southern Indiana Now. Do want to remind you can check out the show, all the places online that you can possibly find a podcast. One of them, of course, southernindiananow.com. You can check us out on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all the places, iHeart, I don't even know. You want to find it, it's available to you. Just Google us at Southern Indiana Now or check us out again at southernindiananow.com. Do want to thank Prosser Career and Education Center for making this broadcast possible. A great way to get connected for your next career advancement. You can do that at Prosser. When, of course, they serve a lot of the area schools in Southern Indiana. If you can get there, you can be a student there. We'll be back here next week. Make sure you're here for it. For Southern Indiana Now, along with Sean Hildreth, our producer, I'm Kelly Trask.